Is Zohran losing? What's happening? He's not, but so far, the early numbers that have come out do not look too good, okay? And we're going to talk about that. It's not because this is CBS. There is certainly a little bit of validity, so much so that even the Zohran campaign itself has actually used this as an opportunity to spark the light under the asses of a lot of people. They also put out a press notification saying Cuomo's cut our lead in half from 20 to 10, and a lot of older people are voting in the early voting. The early voting numbers look crazy, okay? They're like 5xing previous early voting numbers, and unfortunately for Zohran, the early voting numbers off of demographics are 55 plus year olds that favor Cuomo over Zohran. Now, they favor Cuomo over Zohran by a small margin, okay? They favor Cuomo over Zohran in the 55 plus demographic over, like oftentimes around like 4 points. Having said that, it's still a cause for concern. The socialist labeling is one of the biggest uphill battles that will always work against the progressive. I don't think it's the socialist label. I think it's more so just straightforward racism. I think the mailers and the flyers and presenting Zohran as like this scary threat to New York that's going to do 9/11 10 times over if he becomes mayor is working with the boomers, with the white boomers, and not even just the white boomers, with the black boomers and brown boomers as well. Mike from PA told me that younger people vote late into early voting, so you see a bias towards higher age early in early voting. Sure. But you have to understand, like, a lot of us look to that stuff and instantly think, this is gross, right? This is gross. This is racist. This is bullshit. But what we consider to be bullshit, many older people do not. Many older people say, oh my God, this is terrifying. There are numerous factors in here that must be considered. I think people's tendency to be duped by the algorithm plays a role in this as well. After all, I just spent the last 30 minutes covering people who are our age coming in here to be like, I just saw that you're quitting on TikTok. Why the is that a thing? Right? It kind of feels like people do have a tendency to be duped. For all the people that have come in here to check on their own, I'm sure there are tens of thousands of people who just made up their minds that I had actually quit. You know, I do think what's funny about this is that a lot of Zohran's policies unironically help the old. Like when you look at rent stabilized housing, like it's people that were lucky enough to get into rent stabilized housing and stayed there for many, many years. So it's like working old folk. And even then, who knows if they receive that message. Meanwhile, you know who is anti-old? Andrew Cuomo. He slaughtered the old of New York during COVID.